Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the 6-Minute Daily. That's right, today it is April 13th of 2023. We got a lot of news today. Not only that, we have bonus time, which I'm excited about, because there's a couple things we can talk about there. Of course, you guys also have, some say in what we do with bonus time. It's also an opportunity to, have a conversation. I like that. We are now live over on Rumble, YouTube, and Twitter. We've got a lot of folks in the chat here on YouTube. We need some more folks in Rumble. If you can do both, that would be great. Love to see support over there. But mostly, I just want to say hi to each and every one of you. We've got a lot of great humans in the chat, amazing humans. And I'm very grateful to you all. Troy Pacelli joins us this morning, says the news may be bleak, but at least we have this community to commiserate with. Well, there's some bleak news. There's lots of stuff going around. There's some exposure of things. If this were a political channel, I would be telling you about massive amounts of corruption. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about it and broach the subject on a Thursday throwdown, but that's usually more entertainment oriented. We'll see. Loki is here. What's going on, Loki? Hope you are doing well. I'm not sure what images you saw, but now I'm kind of worried that it's going to pop up in my timeline. Thanks, Loki. SFX314 Sabretooth Raptor is here. Greetings, my friend. We've got OC Dobbins. What is going on? I hope you're doing well. Big Daddy MRI is here. And we've got Captain Fandom Nerd. The Red Ranger is here and says, how did Vikings send secret messages? By Norse code. I love dad jokes. Critizable. The Rainbow Knight is sitting with us today saying, taking back the rainbow, so that it stands for Bifrost and Skittles. Well, there you are. Let's see who else is in the house. We got Morgan King here. We've got Release the McCracken. It looks like David Glenn is here. Hope your day is progressing nicely as well. Professor Etienne Favarudo. Hope you're doing well. We got Griffin in the house. Eric K is here. The master of mods. The bench of wrenches. Hope to see you soon, my friend. Vegas is calling. Speaking of that, there's Darren Hughes, another amazing wrench on the channel. Thanks for all your hard work. We've got Weatherman. What's going on? And my favorite bear, Snortopoopas Q Burr. All right. Josiah Robinson is here. Sounds like an opportunity to see Mario's in your future. I hope you enjoy it. Scott Cook is here. What's going on, Scott? We've got John Puma in the house and Shrap 3D. Yeah, if you're not a social butterfly, meetups are a little rough, but, it's fun to meet the people that you get to talk to almost daily for me. You guys are great. Make my life so much better. Theme Park Casuals in the house. What's up, TPC? Olaf Von S. Greetings, my friend, from across the pond. Cat Sith is here saying, hello. Hello, indeed. The Bad Cap is here. Hope things are going well, my friend. And Shrap is debating on seeing Mario again. 3D. Sounds good to me. Larry, the name's so nice. You must say it twice. Larry in the house as well. Lots of other folks popping in. We'll try to get as many as we can. Let's see who else is here. I know somebody came in after Larry. There are lots of somebodies. Hi, lots of somebodies. Randall Orser is here. Spaceship Vampire is here. The Time Prophet is here. Mutant Bam Hammer. Oyos. Oh, my boys. There you go. Grim is here and Fear Tour. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? Matt G says I missed his member chat. I think I read it. I just don't think I got it on the screen. Sean MNT. Good to see you, my friend. Lots of people here. Jeremy Turner's here. Great to see you. Let's see who else popped in the door. Whoa! Eric Case and a $2 super chat for bonus time. All right, we'll keep that one in the bank. I get you a clip later, buddy. Fat Elvis is in the house. What's up, Fat Elvis? We've got Tender Warrior 68 and many, many more folks. On that note, here we go. Commander and Straker of Shadow. Latino Slant. Leave me alone, CC. Why? You're my buddy. You're my pal. John Cipolla is here. Greetings, everybody. Well, greetings to you. Nearsighted Cyclops is here. Great to see you, my friend. There's Channel Surf. What's going on? Gungnir. Hiding behind the house. Ram Bam 3000. Mike Linux. Catzilla. Oh, yeah. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in, except today is Thursday, which means we get some bonus time, an additional amount of time after the stream is officially over. But not really. It's not officially over until, well, I play the credits and say, see ya, which I'm not doing anytime soon. On that note, let's get to some of these stories. We have some sad news up front. This is a disturbing trend that's happening to a lot of Korean actors and actresses, and even pop stars. Jung Chae-yul is a Korean actress, dies at the age of 26. Now, she was found dead in her home. They're not saying a lot more than that, but speculation obviously is, unfortunately, self-removal. And this seems to be a disturbing pattern that is happening. She was in the midst of shooting a series that I don't think they're going to be able to finish. Actually, technically, I think it's a movie. She just got done being a character in Zombie Detective, but she's been in a lot of things. If you're a fan of Korean cinema and television stuffs, you would have seen her. It's just a real shame. She was a model, became an actress, and now is no longer with us. Moving on, Jamie Foxx was hospitalized for some unknown reason in Atlanta. A medical complication, it stated. He's in the middle of shooting something right now, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. We've got Fox News versus Dominion actually happening. Well, at least the jury selection is. And we'll have to see just how far down the road this case gets. It'll be interesting if they get all the way to the courtroom. It'll be fun to watch Rakeda and the other law tubers talk about this thing. It's always a good time. Blade. That's right. We've been talking about Blade for 4 years now. And, Mia Goth is joining Mashallah Ali. I'm looking at this going, this movie was supposed to be out already, right? No, they haven't even shot it. Not frame one. This guy that's still writing it. This is not good news. We've got Harry Potter series adaptation officially confirmed, and you could hear the reeing across the globe. It was insane. They're not cheering. No, they're reeing. It's a small group of people, but they're really, really loud. Anyway, you got that happening. And of course, lots of things going on with HBO Max, like Shazam, which will be there soon. So save your money in the theaters. In fact, go see Mario again. But you'll be able to see this arriving on May 23rd. That's right. If you want to see this on streaming, it'll be available the 23rd. But here's the reason that all these things are happening. Warner Brothers Discovery unveils the 3 price tiers for their new Max streaming service. Now they're throwing away HBO. To be fair, they're also throwing away Discovery, but not really. They'll kind of be buried within this massive channel structure that they're putting together for these packages. The combined entity will have everything. And if you want it in 4K, you're going to pay $19.99 a month. Moving on from there, millennials spend more time playing video games than Gen Z or teens right now. That's a new study. Now, if you were a smart media producer and you knew the interests of those people, which you should, you make a lot of money in gaming right now. Tons of it. Not just in phone games either. Moving on, Prince Harry's going to attend his father's coronation, but Meghan won't. Oh, and by the way, he's not the King of England. That's not the right title. So Disney may have screwed up when they were trying to circumvent Governor DeSantis, but we'll see. Moving on, stocks tick a bit higher. This is a really weird way to write a story. You're seeing like 5 points being reported as ticking up in the Dow Jones Industrial. Not really. There's not a lot of positive movement here. This is a misleading headline. And why? Well, because Asian stocks were mixed prior, finding out that the U.S. recession warning is real, coming straight from, well, the U.S. government. And you're already seeing a profit recession that's hitting. And the bottom, like I said, it could be quite deep. We won't know for quite a while. I'm still predicting mid-June, maybe mid-July. Oof. We got Biden expanding illegally, by the way, migrant access to health care. Your tax dollars are paying for this. People who came here illegally, now you're going to pay for their same level of health care that you're supposed to get, but probably not getting at all. This is full crap. And this is basically just the power of the monarchy, which we don't have in this country. This is a representative republic. Someone needs to stop this, man. Well, I think the Chinese are releasing some banking records that might help. We've got Australia's most powerful cyclone to hit the coast here in 8 years. Speeds of up to 196 miles per hour. Think hurricane, only spinning the other direction. That's kind of weird, right? the Coriolis effect. We've got Germans seizing cooked bats that were buried underneath some fish in a van at the Belgium border. That's right. Somebody was trying to sneak cooked bats into the country underneath some unrefrigerated fish. Didn't go well. Guy didn't have a driver's license. Truck's not registered. All kinds of other problems. This dude is going to have some issues. Moving on, and finally, MLB has decided to extend the period of time that they sell beer sales. They'll sell it all the way up through the end of the 8th inning because they are losing money because games are shortened because of the pitch clock and all these other things that really make baseball not as much fun, nor as social. And again, it's an effort to appeal to a younger audience that's never taught to be patient. And with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And as we have bonus time, hang on.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and run the credits because this is tradition. So these are the wonderful members. We've got 16 more people to add to this list. Thank you. For those of you who would be interested in supporting me on Rumble, there is a mechanism to do so over there. You can become a channel supporter over there. That's fantastic. And of course, I will start up as soon as I reach 10,000 followers on Twitter, I'll start up a subscription service there, which is great. That's a wonderful way to support the channel. But super chats over on Rumble, super chats here, very helpful indeed. Going to help me make it to the next meetup. I have a couple other pieces of equipment that I need to buy, and it also pays for the things I give away, like the poker chips that I give away, which you can't see because they're green this time, but here's the blue one. I'm also going to have stickers, I think, this time too. Anyway, hang on, everybody. Bonus time. All right. Thanks for hanging out. We have a lot of stuff we can get into. A lot of people are going to see, what do you call it? Mario. Some people might be interested in seeing Renfield. I was going to try to see Renfield, but it doesn't start early enough today for me to get there so I can do a movie review on it. So you might have to wait till the weekend to get the review on that. Should be actually recording the Disney video today, amongst a couple of others that are also related to, well, one of them is anyway, Bud Light. So I don't know when those will get out on the channel, but they'll be out too. Here's an interesting thing. I'm no longer directly sending content back and forth between different platforms. I'm manually uploading it now in a test to see if that helps, because I guess a lot of video discovery is not working in some other places. This is one of the things that YouTube has conquered and does a great job at. I think the other services will get better at it. But yeah, it's very strange. And yeah, the bat story is bonkers, right, Grim? That was crazy. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I don't even know how to comment on it. Cooked bats underneath raw fish that's unrefrigerated. That had to stink like butt. Imagine driving a cargo van with all that just in there. I think they probably used the unrefrigerated fish to hide the cooked bats, thinking that nobody would want to go anywhere near any of that stuff. I know I wouldn't want to. I don't know. Maybe that's a smuggling technique I was unfamiliar with. Yeah, and John, you're right. Pitch clocks are dumb, but again, they really didn't think about it. Concession sales had been severely diminished during spring training, and you drag that across the entire league for a full year. You're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, and yeah, not gonna be able to sell many hot dogs if you're not selling beverages. And to be fair, games are usually over by the fifth inning. Usually they're pretty slanted, tilted in one direction. You know how things are gonna go. You're watching them cycle pitchers in and out like crazy. Not really sure I'm excited for that. But let's see. You guys are great. Yeah, baseball for some people is boring, but there are certain aspects of that game I think that are been lost to time. It's a very social game. You usually go with someone else. You're in it together with 20 to 50,000 people, depending upon the size of the stadium, and the conversations are usually more interesting than the game at times. I really enjoy that. And Tiberius K, thank you for becoming a channel member. I enjoy baseball. It's the one opportunity to sit with family and have, conversations related to what's happening on the field and related to everything else that's going on in each other's lives. It can be a wonderfully social thing, but some people don't enjoy it. I understand. It's just a shame. It's just a shame. Zavin says, I've been told good hygiene is a microaggression against lazy slobs. Me too. And you know what? I'm very happy to demonstrate that microaggression every single day. All right, let's get started. Baseball had been very, very good to me. That's right. Yeah. Razor Fist's opinion of the pitch clock. I need to get in touch with Razor Fist again, man. Dude's awesome. Should be easy to reach out, I would think. Sounds like the Rumble app with chat is almost done. That's great, Delu. I'm looking forward to that. Renfield looks amusing. I'm not sure. I mean, interesting, sure. I'm not certain that it's going to do well. I just like Nick Cage, and he plays goofy craziness really, really well. For those of you on Rumble, thanks for being there. I saw Darren over there, Kennedy, 1977, and Union. What's up, Union? Good to see you guys. Let's see who else is hanging out. Black Saber is here. What's going on? So yeah, I think it'll be campy fun. I think the bat cap is right, but there you go. You're one of two Twitter watchers. See, I never know how accurate that is, to be fair. I never know that people, it's just weird. And people, for whatever reason, like Twitter doesn't like keep people apprised of when live things are happening. Hey, there's Andy Masterson. Definitely cross-contamination for sure. I don't know why you would ship bats. Hey, there's Mr. Grant Gregory. How you doing, buddy? And like I said, Tiberius K became a member. Thank you for that. Love that avatar, my friend. Let's see what else is happening here. Double Back again is here. I turned away from sports a few years ago. My life is so much improved. No more watching other people exercise. I agree with you. I understand that principle. I understand that principle. Corked. Hail ski, says Tom Servo. Good to see you. Hey, there's DS Ford. DS Ford sends a member chat saying Super Mario Brothers was great. Tim Pool's woke take is nonsense. Yes, nonsensical, in fact, DS Ford. Thank you for being here. And excellent super chat. Loved the flick. So you saw Renfield, Latino Science. See, I want to see it, and when I do, I'll have some perspective. Yeah. Super Mario was fun too. Yeah. Oh, he upgraded to gold. My goodness. Thank you, Olaf, for the notification. I appreciate that. Tiberius K. Monkey Jeebus says Drake Bell missing and endangered in Florida. Really? That's interesting. I have to look that up. Flying squirrels are superheroes. You are correct, Larry. Review is up. Okay, cool. I'll check that out later. Thank you, Paulie. Love you, dude. I do think they went a tad overboard with Peach, just a tad, but it wasn't insufferable. I think that other than a few, like maybe 2 or 3 lines of dialogue, there wasn't anything that I could really point at that would have indicated that was in any way intersectional. But to be fair, everybody has a right to those opinions. I tell you what, I want to get on to some of these conversations because we've got a lot potentially that we could talk about anyway. And yeah, let's jump on it. Let's see. Hey, Rod Thunderheart just showed up. Well, since we were talking about it, let's just start with the numbers for Super Mario Brothers. How's that sound, guys? Oh, and by the way, before we do that, I have to play a clip for my friend Eric K, who sent a super chat, which means he gets this one.
Wow. See why I only did $2.
Thank you you guys. Appreciate it. Let's see. All right, so here we go. There we are. All right, so as you can see here, they haven't really updated these numbers since Tuesday. So we're still looking at Tuesday numbers. You still have $434 million worldwide box office to date, which, again, I think you'll see that number creep up substantially today. You look at it comparison-wise, it just tracked better than a lot of its competitors. Right now, it's this Tuesday is a little bit behind where you would want it to be. But to be fair, it's unclear whether this Tuesday is referring to the Tuesday of last week or this Tuesday. I think it's speaking to this Tuesday. I just don't want them to confuse the numbers because this Friday number is a combination of numbers from the first couple of days. Just this film just opened big. But sitting at it right now, this thing is miles ahead of everything else. It's $100 million ahead of The Rise of Gru, and it's $80 million ahead from Frozen as of the first Tuesday. The question is, how much longer will it keep pace? Well, the cool thing is we have the chart. The chart says it's still doing really well. At day 7 compared to day 8, it's doing really well. Day 9, this gets to 269. So we'll see where we're at with if we get a $20 million day today or Wednesday. Plus we have Thursday. I'm looking forward to seeing what this ends up being. But I'm really happy that this film is performing the way it is, and I think a lot of you are as well. Pretty good numbers. Pretty good numbers. Let's see. We've got a few other things we can jump into. This is a weird thing. So I can't play the trailer because I tried to get it in pieces that would allow me from being claimed. It's not. I can't. But this was something that Eric K mentioned in the chat earlier, and it is the Cleopatra trailer, Queen Cleopatra trailer for Netflix dropped, and it is being received like a lead balloon. We'll take a look at that real quick. There's your new Cleopatra. Let's see if I can make this work. This thing's being a pain in the booty. Booty. There we go. Sorry, guys. Bad YouTube. There it is. Queen Cleopatra official trailer right there. Not the best, right? That's her. Now, would you be surprised if this thing is trending, being ratioed to the tune of 2-1 against right now in thumbs up, thumbs down on this trailer? And look, I have nothing against any of this stuff. It's just the problem is I think that's John Cena. Is that John Cena? Looks like John Cena. Maybe not. But this is from Jada Pinkett Smith's entity. Not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure if people are bothered with a take that might, include maybe the wrong melanin content in the skin here. I don't know. Again, this is the Netflix series. And it's not the film, so I don't know. It's very strange, but it's being attacked. It's supposed to be a documentary series. Anyway, right now it's 68,000 down to 10,000 up, as far as that goes. Not great numbers. Not great numbers. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys waiting for Gal Gadot's thing? Is that what you guys are waiting for? Speaking of waiting for, I got a super chat here. It came in. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5 is surprised by Tim Pool's description of SMB. If you can answer, CC, does Peach make a different choice than she would have if Mario wasn't part of the story? I don't think there was anything that they could have done differently. If I mean, there will probably be a Peach movie. Peach has a lot of backstory. Peach was featured in a game by herself. I mean, it's just very strange, right? So does she make a different choice? I don't think she would have made a different choice at all if presented with the same thing, but maybe she wouldn't have been successful in what she attempted to do without having her champion. If the events, again, I mean, I don't know that she would have been successful in protecting, her kingdom. I find it frustrating that this is the kind of thing that that Tim would worry about. If you want to worry about pop culture stuff, there's massive amounts of things you could cover that would be mostly it would be very easy to point out as intersectional and well, they can use the term woke or whatever, but yeah, and I agree, Lord Shax, that's a nice peach indeed. Let's see, but I appreciate the super chat, and for that you get this.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
It's very strange, and it's always Cleopatra, never darn minds blanking the African queen who actually beat the Romans, didn't get into bed with them. It's very strange. It's very strange. A lot of people are pointing out that she was Greek. Yeah, I think Eric K said that earlier. Yeah, alas, Cleopatra. Also, Cleopatra was Greek. Yes. Yeah, you guys are on it, Sandra. Yeah, very strange, but it doesn't matter. Her arms are uncovered. How sexist, indeed. But yeah. So, and like you said, if we're kind of tired of false history, and I'm not sure that this term would be. Just any mistell of history is an issue. I mean, you got 69,000 down votes. That's not good. To just a little over 10K. Really not good. Gal Gadot didn't age well. That's not her. Yeah. Look at you guys. You're really not for it. Don't say my wife's name. That's a good question. Who gets slapped by Cleo in this one? Yeah, Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, I think you guys really aren't big fans. I'm not either, but very strange. But and thank you, Eric K, for reminding me that abomination came out today. The thing is I'm really sick and tired of them trying to change history. And that's the thing, is if they can revise history, then they can basically paint anybody they want to as evil, which is bad. Don't do that. It's very, very bad. And that's what Marxists do, neo-Marxists especially. I mean, you're starting to see history not being taught in school. I watched a recent episode of whatever cast, and Brian over there was talking about he's with the girls that were in the room. If you ever seen the show, and they had no concept of who the Axis and Allied powers were. Didn't even know what those terms meant. Well, it's not good. It's not wise. You're not paying attention. So are they not teaching history anymore? Because of that would be terrible. That's a general education that everybody should have. You should know all of that material in high school. You need you especially when it comes to war or global conflict of any kind. You should have a background and be conversant in what actually happened between what parties, who the instigators were, what started it all off in the first place. What was the match that lit the powder keg? Those things are very important to know. Geopolitical strife, it would explain a lot. You're looking at concerns over various alliances between countries and the strength between those things, you're doomed to repeat issues. And we're already doing it right now. Just this is the problem. That's one of the many, many problems with, teaching ideological garbage instead of actual history or math or many other things. I mean, we've got stories about certain university professors in the country to our north that are frustrated that they can't teach proper math. And a lot of kids entering college are not even up to the snuff of being able to do basic algebra. It's a problem. It truly is. Hey, what is the issue with it? Says Kareen. I don't know. Like I said, I think people are just. I think people are reacting negatively to what they see as a change in the cast. To be fair, and this is just in opinion on my part, Kareen, is that nobody really knows. So to present something as a documentary series, which is clearly sensationalized, I think that's disingenuous. That would be one of the things that I would have a problem with. But I think a lot of people are concerned with whether or not the person is Greek or not, Macedonian technically. But again, that's to me, that's the least offensive part of it all. I if you're going to talk about history, and I just did a little tangent on this a minute ago, at least try to reflect what accurately happened, right? That's always the biggest. It's always the biggest problem I have with things is just be accurate in all that you do, and then you won't have any blowback or pushback from anybody because there won't be reason to. If you're completely reimagining something, I'm on board with that usually. There's a lot of great overhauls of things in history. We've had dozens of them. I think more or less it's just whether or not it's being done maliciously or not. I don't know. But I'm not a fan of rewriting history. But it is what it is. Oh, and I want to say thank you, Kareen, for the super chat.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Anyway. He's so funny. I love that guy. Hellas Mallory sends a member chat in the chat saying, joining late. I actually like the Marvels trailer. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad somebody did. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Rambam 3000, you're 100% right. That is a great video that Razorfist did about Lincoln. Check out, Razorfist does great content. And Tom Servo says, wrong, CC. They teach history only to those that are interested. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the racial makeup of that stuff, guys. That's the thing that's not the thing that bothers me. I know it's going to bother some people, but I just want it to be accurate. If you're going to portray it as a documentary, because that's what Netflix is doing. I'm interested in seeing how they tackle things, specifically when it comes to the fall of Rome, or the events that led to the fall of Rome, accurately. And so I hope to a certain extent that somebody figures out it, because even though I'm looking forward to the Gal Gadot portrayal, which I'm not convinced is ever going to make it to screen, but it might. And if it does, I'll watch it. I really, again, a lot of this stuff doesn't. to me, you immediately lose appeal when you're trying to misportray something. That really bothers me. Yeah, and again, like you said, Kareen, that's not it. It's Greek and Persian. Yeah, I'm Macedonian, but yeah. It is what it is. And to be fair, I think this is probably accurate, Mike. I think we live in a different age than when I grew up. And it's worse. It's not better. Because now everything is so racially. It's a problem. It didn't used to be. I mean, I grew up in a different time when that was the last concern you would have in your life, in addition to whether or not somebody climbed in bed with somebody of the same sex. It didn't really matter. It's very strange. Hey, B5 guys here. Kareen sends another $4.99. Thank you, Kareen. Okay, that female playing her is a mixed race person. Also, more than one Cleopatra. So, which one is represented in the show? Outrage over nothing. Well, they're clearly trying to portray, I believe, during this thing. And again, I'm just talking about the reaction here. The events that led to the fall of Rome will. Like I said, I'm gonna give anything and every opportunity a chance, Green. And there probably is some outrage here that's over nothing. We'll have to see, but it's being presented as a documentary, and that ultimately that's the biggest concern that I have here. So we'll see. I don't think I don't believe, based on what I've seen so far of this trailer. I wish I could play it. That it would be. It's going to be done accurately, just based on what I've seen so far. So, yeah, Rome was very interesting. Yeah, I like I said, I mean, I'm least concerned about that, but that is always the number one focus of things now. Um, I think a lot of people are just reacting the same way, Kareen, and anybody else who's focusing on that aspect of things, to the fact that they are constantly rewriting history with a lot of inaccuracies. The Anne Boleyn portrayal recently was similar. So, but it is what it is. Yeah, everything's racially charged these days. It's very annoying. Yeah, and I don't want to play that game. If something's done for that purpose, I'll call it out, or I'll reflect on it, or I'll point it out. But I'm not going to. I mean, that's you can do a good thing. You can completely reimagine something. And again, let's go back to my period of time, my lifetime, and I would say one of the funnest things that I ever got to see was The Wiz, complete retelling of the Wizard of Oz story. Zero objections. Nobody cared. In fact, it was very popular. I mean, who wouldn't want to? He's on down the road. Yeah, it's just everything now is that's, again, it's another way to divide people, and that's, I have no interest in that. I don't have an interest in drama when it comes to interactions on YouTube, Twitter, any of this other stuff, right? I don't think anybody should. I think that I'd rather people come together and quarrel. I'm not a fan of that. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2 sends a super chat saying Brie in the background on many scenes. Hashtag railroaded. I don't know. I think that they didn't give her enough room. I don't know what you guys think. Do you think that if in the Marvels trailer, do you think that she got you think she's getting a lot of screen time in the film? Do you think they're trying to rehab her character? I don't know. You definitely have 3 different personalities there. I really like the actress that's playing Monica Rambeau. I think she's at least based on the trailer and the limited stuff we saw with her in Wanda. I think she'll do a good job with that. I'm not sure of I'm maintaining my position on the young lady that plays Miss Marvel. I thought she was quite good. She's kind of a spark plug, and just a firecracker. She's got loads of enthusiasm, which I really enjoy, and that character should have that just to be a super fan. But there was some stuff in the trailer that didn't make sense. So, but I think you're right to some extent. Maybe they are putting her in the background. Didn't really see a lot of her. You did see her smile, and of course, you also had the song outlining in the trailer was Intergalactic and Don't Tell Me to Smile or whatever. Yeah, people reacted negatively to that. Again, outrage marketing. I'm sick of it. But I appreciate the super chat, so here you go.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
We'll have a coupon day or something. Yeah. We've got our good friend Hillis Mallory here for $5 saying, and now for something completely different. D&D is taking out the half races, half elf, half orc, because it supposedly represents something awful. Yeah, I saw that. Hillis, I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything. I really don't. This is a conversation about purity, which doesn't exist on this planet. I am a Heinz 57 of genetic material. I'm made up of tons of different ethnic backgrounds, racial background. I don't care, and nobody should. Judge me as a person. Yeah, not by the melanin content that's in my skin. You know, in the days when I was operating one of my first businesses, I was much, much darker because of my exposure to the sun. Reality's weird. Reality's weird right now. Lots of people are suggesting we live in a simulation, but hundreds of years of living in one region or another is going to affect the melanin content of your skin. People adapt over time. Natural genetic changes and shifts happen. People of a particular makeup survive better in cold climates. Your body adapts to those circumstances too. People who move from very dense jungle areas have different blood densities than people who live in desert environments. It's just different. We just have to accept that the biology is just what it is. I'm tired of this discussion, but thank you for the super chat, my friend. I do appreciate it. And you get a clip, which I appreciate. Let's see.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Fun. Ryan says that Bree's feet are getting a lot of screen time in the Marvel film. Are you sure? Cleopatra married Julius Caesar, then simped Mark Antony to her cause. Mark Antony was Caesar's right hand, who eventually betrayed his mentor for a grasp at power. But make no mistake, he was a simp. Okay, well done, Loki. Read by Nature says, seems like she's being shuffled out. Yeah, in regards to the Marvels. I just don't know. I mean, again, this is a teaser trailer. I don't think I've seen a teaser trailer this long. It's 2 minutes long. That's like a real trailer. I don't know. Crazy. Larry Spunk. I hate Spunk. Pilgrim Media for $2. I saw another super chat here a minute ago. Pilgrim Media for $2 says, I closed my Twitter and Facebook 2 months ago. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. I am way behind in the chat, guys. I apologize. Terrible human being. Should be flogged. Should be flogged. I did see a bigger super chat somewhere, guys. Somebody help me with it. Oh, there it is. I must have scrolled down too far. Hang on. Why is it not showing up on this side? Here's one from Ram Bam 3000 for £2 says, the Cushite queen you're thinking of is Amanarius. Thank you. I love it. You guys are very knowledgeable. Really appreciate that. Here's a clip.
Wow, it looks like I just found your house back there. Ya bum.
I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, that's Wilton. He's a troll, so he does troll things. Thank you for the super chat. Ryan for 10 euros says, Cleopatra lived during the beginnings of the Roman Empire, not the fall. By the way, she was Macedonian. Yeah, I know she's Macedonian. I thought she led to the fall of the Roman Empire. I'm incorrect. See, even I'm wrong about history, and that bothers me. The beginnings of the Roman Empire? Now I have to go back and go through my history. Thank you for that, Ryan. Appreciate it. Oh, you get a super chat thing. Gosh, I got to remember to do that. Badass.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
All right, am I caught up yet? One man shows here. Culture Casino, ask Lorraine about her ethnic makeup. It'll take a while. All I know, she and I talk about it all the time. She's one of the most interesting people that I know. And she's brilliant. She's just brilliant, beautiful, funny. I mean, my gosh. But she will knock you out, and her knowledge of her background is astounding. Really, she could probably teach a class. She's always well prepared. Love her so much. Anyway, oh, and if you get a chance to meet her in real life, she's incredible. Loved hanging out with her. The boss and I had a great time. Yeah. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $2 says Brie will play the stupid white male role in this. Wow. Possibly. That's possible. I hope that. I just hope it's good. I don't anticipate it being good, but I hope it's good because somebody's going to force me to see it. Somebody's going to send me a request to see it. And and it's always a downer going to a film, and 2 hours later, you're just like, oh my gosh, I just lost 2 hours of my life. But I appreciate the super chat. Once again, Pinochet sponsoring the show today. That's awesome. Let's see what, you know what? Let's give you the
Oh, man,
That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pinochet. I appreciate it. And holy cow, Tender Warrior 68 just gifted. Thank you, Tender Warrior 68, gifting 20 Culture Casino memberships. How incredibly generous. Thank you so very much. And well, you get this one.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
This is a good point, no one. Eventually, we will go extinct. Either we will die off or we'll evolve into something that is no longer human. This is true. Everything evolves. What we evolve into, I don't know. There's a decent chance we could go extinct as well. That's one of the reasons why I think Elon Musk is correct in doing what he's doing, try to expand humanity to all other planets, because I think that's the only way that some version of us survives. We're overdue for catastrophic events. And it's one of the things that I pray about every day. So, yeah. Hey, Real Way Nation's going to hockey tonight. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Big Daddy MRI for $4.99. Great to see you, my friend. Says, I'm going to stop reading Twitter. My blood pressure needs to go down. Just the mod chats now. No more drama for me. Cheers, Culture. Very good. I've noticed that stepping away from everything but direct messages helps. It really does. I think we're all creating artificial angst and stress algorithmically. And I think to some extent that's why Tim Pool is trying to point that out. We're being divided algorithmically, and that's just garbage. It's just garbage. Yeah, you know what? In the Rumble chat, I see people talking about the ancients and everything else, and I would say the Union of Amateur Strategists, to a certain extent, you're correct. But I suggest, as Big Daddy MRI suggests, maybe take a break from Twitter. Look for alternate news sources if you can. So, on that note, thank you for the super chat, Big Daddy MRI. I appreciate it.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
I need more clips. You guys are coming in hot and heavy with the supers. Thank you very much. No complaints here, but I think I need to get more. I need something iconic, like Drunk 3PO has the Rose Tico thing. That's what I need. Speaking of amazing people, Brightest Day sends a $2 super sticker. Thank you for that, Brightest Day. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Looks like you're working on a new cosplay outfit. Looking forward to seeing that. But this is a little Shiba dog, Fart and Hearts, one of my favorite super stickers. Thanks, buddy. And this one is for you.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Yeah. Let's see. You guys are great. But once again, Tender Warrior comes in just strong. I really appreciate that support. You guys have no idea. We got Fat Elvis being gifted, Cash gifted, Atma Manish gifted, Kathu on Dahukale gifted. We have Don Hayes, Hunch the Dirty Roofer, Michael Gonzalez, Thanatos Felicitas, Jim Donegan, and Robert Hammer. We have Lazy Droid, Davinia Duckworth, Toxic Dust 13, Ben Peterson, Hammeroid Hertz. Holy cow, look at all of these folks. And so many more being gifted those memberships. Uncle Remus, Red Terror 1978, Ironcaster, Parrot Head, and OC Gigan. You guys are incredible. I'm overwhelmed every single time. Olaf Von S sends a €2 super chat saying, we're loving these videos of Floral and the gang. Me too. Yeah, so you get this one, Olaf.
Wow. See why I only did $2? Huh.
I'll take any that he does, to be fair. Floral is just brilliant. Yeah, Cleo was around for the fall of the Republic when Octavian's navy beat Mark Antony. Octavian became Augustus, the first Roman emperor. There you go. Most Americans are mutts of ethnicity. Yes, they are. I really appreciate it. Big Daddy MRI sends a member chat saying, I catch Culture Casino's great shows, even when I miss them. Great commentary. Take care. Never say die. Thank you, my friend. Elizabeth Young has been a member, for quite some time, 3 months, and she sends a gold member chat saying, don't forget, y'all, Goonies, never say die. That's right. You guys are fun. I love it. Oh, Lorena's going to go to Oxford sometime. Excellent. I may follow her over. I've got family over there. I've got to visit. Yeah, all names green, as Jillian would say. Oh, man, I'm tired. Hey, somebody found the hairbrush. I keep adding emojis. I love you guys. I'm working on several cosplays, a new audiobook, and trying to get John De La Rose to let me do one of his novels. That would be cool. I know he's got new stuff in the hopper. Floral's misspelled anyway. Oh, Floral's great. 6 minutes and another space continuum. Yeah, we usually go an hour at least on bonus time. So I don't know if anybody's really complaining. But yeah. Man, they're really going to town on the Rumble chat. Thanks, guys, for over on Rumble. And for those of you on Twitter, hi. Man, what are you guys talking about? They're over there having a wonderful philosophical discussion. So. All right, let's jump on another thing. War Monkey's like, nice, another long 6 minutes. There you go. All I know is I'm helping my friend Toxic Man Flu catch a nap. Yeah. Let's jump on another story, which I thought was fun. Not at all. My friends that work in Hollywood are going to be. They're about to be in for some hard times, and I think many of them know it. We've got a few of them in the chat right now, and I feel really bad. The strike is going to happen. There's no way it's not. The WGA strike authorization meeting, they started voting on Tuesday. The sides are far apart. They've made a little bit of progress at the bargaining table. That's in the headline. We need to dive into this one. So negotiations for a new WGA contract have made a little bit of progress on feature films, but otherwise the two sides are far apart from a deal. Well, to be fair, anybody on the writer side has not been getting paid anywhere close to what they should be ever since the advent of streaming, or even before. I mean, it goes all the way back to video releases of VHS way back in the day. There is structure in contracts so that you should be compensated here, but it's woefully inaccurate. And because of creative Hollywood accounting, oftentimes people don't see their back end. That's a problem. No residuals, nothing. Now, to be fair, this will put a lot of different emphasis on the different studios' current releases, because they may be without releases once again, just like we were after the global crisis, the pandemic, where there was a huge break and then we ended up with a huge gulf or lack of content. The other thing that's going to be interesting here is that you will see more reality television driven by showrunners who artificially suggest activities to the people that you see on the screen, like, I don't know, MILF Manor and so on and so forth. So the rise of that, we saw that before. Will we see it again? Yeah. Yeah. So the word coming out of WA's strike authorization meeting, which was very persuasive if you needed persuading, which I don't think a lot of people needed. But I don't see how any guild member won't vote yes, meaning that's it. We're headed to a strike, folks. There's no chance that they are going to hold back. And the studio side is saying that streaming is costing them a fortune, but you're not paying for it. You're not paying the writers for this. You're not paying the people that are involved. And this is not a good time to ask for money. So of course they're going to fight over writers' rooms and compensation. The writers' rooms you're going to have to give up. That's going to be the thing. The writers' room size, because right now there are writers' rooms that are just too large. I mean, they're massive. They don't need to be that big. Writers' room should consist of the only minimum that's placed there is how the people required to do a thing. So if a showrunner writes a script, nobody else gets involved. Disney's been doing that for a while. They bring in a limited writer's room, although the expanded writer's room for She-Hulk yielded the garbage by committee that we got over there for people who thought they were just super smart. But he's pointing out that 24% of showrunners make minimum, and the same with story editors. So it's going to be an issue. The directors guilds are starting their talks on May 10th. So you'll have another entity that may be deciding to strike, and a third one possibly later in the year. I'm not messing around, guys. There will be a strike this year. For how long is going to be the question. How long can these streamers, right, especially since they need this content to stay moving forward, how long are they going to be able to do it? Are they going to have to go outside of Hollywood? Are they going to have to purchase more content? A lot of them have already been doing it. But we'll see. I am not ignoring you, Darren. I see you. Lord Shax, you guys. I love it. You guys are great over there. My favorite comment from Lord Shax on Rumble was, the Lion King's Rafiki needs to bonk culture on the head. This is true. Anyway, it is what it is. But I think that a lot of our production folks that are here in the chat can tell you that they've been putting money away, and because they've been seeing this train coming for a long time. This is a good question, Doug. How many studios can financially survive an event like a strike? Shine are they're in a difficult position. I don't think that you could do a long one. It couldn't be like this 0708 strike. If they went into an 0708 strike situation, I think we'd lose a studio. At least, one of the mid-level ones, not the big five, but I think we'd lose maybe a couple mid-level ones, or they'd get absorbed by somebody else just for their content catalog. That's the other problem. This type of event's going to drive a lot more consolidation, which means there'll be less jobs. It's going to be bad. Hey, Dave G Sound, good to see you. It's been weird. I would think it would be at least 6 months for writer strikes. It's possible. I'm just worried for my friends, but and this is a true statement, Crime. Chicken and the egg problem. Do good writing to get paid versus get paid for good writing. Yeah. The other problem is we've lost a lot of wonderful writers out there, to be fair. Yeah, the Star Trek Next Generation second season was delayed by writer strike, right? Yeah. They're effective. They do instigate change, but we'll see. And SFX314, Sabretooth Raptor, says, Culture, if you guys do a science fiction project, I have some spaceship concept models. Awesome. I'll have to get back with you. I'll work on some of this stuff. I think it'd be a good time. Start making more of our own content. To be fair, and I will tell you this little secret sauce here behind the scenes, because you guys, you'll keep it quiet. But over at Comics Division, we're working on another special, and actually 2 or 3 potentially. We've got bunches of commercials in the process. Some of them are done. We're working on all new original songs and things. Tom's working on a lot of material over there as well. Of course, he's primarily he was the main feature of the last show. We've got so many more things coming out in the future. We're going to try to do a show every quarter. So we're really trying to get well ahead on a lot of things. So this weekend, I'll be spending time basically in a writer's room of our own, which I was actually in one last night with everybody, getting more content put together. So we have a great person running, writing Herd on that. Toxic Man Food does a great job in organization and a lot of other things. Wonderful producer. Great man. Great line producer. So I will let you know when we get to the spaceship stuff. And this is a true statement, Big Daddy MRI. I mean, I know, again, anybody that's in production, anybody that's in any film studio, if one entity goes on strike, everybody's out of work because it just eventually you run out of stuff to shoot. Anyway, Big Daddy MRI says senior experienced writers have either retired or been run off. This is true. We saw that. We've seen that a lot, including over at Star Trek, Klutzman Trek. Fairy Trek is actually not terrible. I mean, I thought it was fine. To be fair, I actually enjoyed it. And Darren in the Rumble chat says, last time we had a writer strike, we got cool things like Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. It's true. I remember all the weird stuff that showed up because of the writer's strike. You got another very I know Time Prophet's a very talented digital artist, but I can also build spaceships. I'm working on 3D car at the moment. That's awesome. Yep, Bones was an interesting show. They definitely had a season delayed. Boreans, that guy was one of the boss's favorite actors. I'm sure that's what it was. She was attracted to his acting. Yeah. Brightest day says you run out of stuff to shoot. Yeah, ammo goes quick. Badoom da. Yeah, that's right. Hey, X-Wing's here. You guys know this X-Wing guy? He's awesome. Cool dude. And he's a lot of fun. You guys should check him out. Check out his channel. Sometimes he hangs out with Jay. Good times. Westerns or horror stories can be done relatively cheap. And that's, I think, the best thing that we should be seeing right now. I think War Monkey, I think if you want to get stuff done and out quick, adapt things that have already been written, like Westerns. And horrors are really easy and very inexpensive. Hello there, says Maestro Chi. Good to see you. Southern Belle says, I love Dr. Horrible. Decent writers, Blackia, are not being let in. They're being gate kept out. Especially if you're a fan of something, they don't want you there. Gary's done like 9 or 10 videos in the last 6 months talking about the fact that they gatekeep qualified people out of their projects. Angel, yeah, that Boreans guy. Oh, Forbidden Planet was basically the first Star Trek pilot. All right, Larry. Look, I'm working on a Western horror. I really want to shoot it. I have this perfect window in October, and I missed it last year because I had other stuff going on. I would love to be able to get my story to the point where I can hand it to script doctor. He can tell me I'm wrong, completely rewrite it, charge me an exorbitant fee, and make my short film, which is a Western horror, sci-fi. So blend. It's like Firefly, only with horror. Oh, but not really. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Canadian Spider-Man is here. Good to see you, buddy. You're awesome. All right. So anyway, I'm really sad. We are going to end up with a writer's strike. The Directors Guild is probably going to go on strike if they don't get their stuff. They actually have more. They actually have even more leverage because they usually negotiate well in advance, and they don't mess around. But the last thing I want to talk about before we draw this to a close, which probably got another. We got a while. I'm not gonna end early. Here's the thing. What they're doing over at HBO Max is dumb. With a B. A big B. Big B. They are destroying two brands. Because Warner Brothers Discovery brand strategy isn't fully baked is probably a nice way to say this, or a cute way to say this. This is correct. This is from Variety's VIP. So the grand reveal of their new brand was a bit anticlimactic. They unveiled the new version of HBO Max. They're just calling it Max. At least it's not Max Plus, right? So this is the way the streaming subscribers break down in the chart. I love these infographics that they do at Variety. So you're going to get a wide array of everything on this one channel. Now, coming along with it, as I mentioned during the 6-Minute Daily, is an increased price if you want 4K. 4K and 4 simultaneous streams cost you $19.99 a month in American. Not sure what they're going to price it at. Globally, we'll see. They're still expanding, so it's hard to say. So you're still going to have HBO. HBO will still be there as its own sub-channel. Just like Disney does sub-channels, Max will have sub-channels that you'll go to. You'll also have all of the sub-channels for Discovery content, such as HGTV Food Network, Magnolia, and all the other things that are on the way. They have unrivaled breadth in content, which is true. And I don't know. See, and they're trying to suggest that Warner Max or WB Plus. I'm like, do not ever do that again. I'm tired of Plus, which is why I think it's okay Discovery Plus goes away. But Discovery, I don't know. The way things stand up as far as the subscription video on demand, you have Netflix, of course. You have Amazon, of course. You have Disney Plus, of course. And then you have HBO Max. HBO Max, Disney, and Hulu are all on the same level. Behind that, Paramount, Apple TV, and then Discovery Plus. But most people are aware of the brands. And most people know what they are. Most people know, 80% of people, almost 80% of people know that brand penetration is working for them, to be fair. I have a feeling this is going to be very profitable. I really do. But I don't like the name. And I do think I agree with them to a certain extent. It's undercooked. The biggest concern is whether or not it'll see a drop in average revenue per user. And I can understand that fear. So, anyway, that's a business thing. I don't know. That's usually interesting to me, not many other folks. Ah, so original. That's right. They have 3 levels of plans, John. That's just the top end plan. 4K, 4 streams. Their ad-free version, I think, is going to stay around $16, and then I think the with ads is like going to be around that $10, $12 range. I don't have the prices committed to memory. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you guys haven't hit the like button, please do so. I'd like to get over 100. That'd be great. For those of you on Rumble, if you could hit that thumbs up button over there, and for you on Twitter, hi. I don't hit a thumbs up or whatever. If you're on a mobile device right now, just a reminder, you can hit a button on your chat on YouTube that makes emojis fly in the chat, which is neat. I like that. You guys are great. Merry Melodies, Max, says Larry. I think Merry Melodies was Disney, wasn't it? John Sapola says, maybe canceling my services. I don't need them. I have to tell you, I watch less streamed content. And somebody's using the little chatty thing. That's cool. A lot of people don't need them. Let's just be fair. And there's not a lot there. I spend most of my time watching YouTube. I was watching like some health stuff this morning, and then I was watching Loki's Morning of Mischief, because I always watch Loki's show in the morning if I can, while I was getting ready, and then I was listening to it while I was putting stuff together. So I don't think they have a free tier, Hillis Mallory. So yeah. Hey, Philip Gaming's here. Good to see you. But I still think Netflix is the big bad, right? They're the biggest brand in the universe when it comes to streaming. They'll probably stay that way. In fact, my guess is, since they're going to have to circle back to licensed content modeling, all of these streaming services are put in a position where they have to lease things out. Where are they going to lease them to? Netflix. There was no reason to start a walled garden service where you can't offer the broadest content. Netflix existed for a reason. The only people that can compete with them were the people giving it away for free over on Amazon. There's just no way to go about doing that. Hey, Steven, I'm glad you're here. Been listening on 1.75 speed. Ew, I have to sound weird, that speed. Kilobyte. That's cool. Hard purple blue piece. There you go. Hey, there's Curtis D. I'm glad you got some good news, Curtis. I am glad you're here, buddy. Appreciate you. Even Amazon is limited. Yes, they are. Yeah, I mean, there's stuff they want to solicit you to purchase, or you can watch one season and then all the other 5 seasons if you got into a show. You have to rent. Very strange. Yeah, Monkey Jeebus. Yeah, that's what I thought. Warner Brothers, Looney Tunes, and Disney was Merry Melodies, indeed. You know, this is a really good question, Maestro Chi. Why don't they sell movies on flash drives? Discs are going to get ripped anyway. You know, that's a good question. I always wondered if you had, I mean, because you could actually make an addressable USB that would be assigned to a device and it would only play on that one device. Because the encryption, even the encryption type they use video wise today could have been employed there. It would have been a lot more secure. It'd be a lot less digital piracy. It's a good question, though. Pinochet's Helicopters for another $2 super chat says, will streaming services restrict more physical media? Well, they've tried that. It doesn't work. See, they had a beautiful system in place that they all but abandoned and now regret and want to go back to, which included the distribution of physical media. You had 5 additional revenue sources other than the first theatrical release of a film, and you still maintained 4 or 5 avenues of revenue if it was a television program or a series. Now, you severely restricted that. I mean, raise your hand if you've bought a television series of something on DVD or Blu-ray. I mean, me. I even had television series VHS tapes at one point in time before they got phased out in favor of DVD. But it's, I think that they think that doing that, which it hasn't proved to be true, will inspire more people to take their subscription service, but it doesn't. We'll have to see what happens. And this is a true story. I mean, flash drives do cost more than DVDs. But no, I think this is a good question. I think you're seeing more studios lean into producing physical media. And you're seeing traditional release windows to a certain extent return. You're going to see, again, licensed content from studio to service. You're going to see a reliance on digital VOD and physical copies again. The studios that didn't stray too far from that are doing better, and the ones that didn't, like Disney, yeah. So we'll see. Thank you, Channel Surf, for both locations. I appreciate it. I got a cough real quick. My allergies are crazy right now. Sorry, guys. But yeah, in honor of your super chat, my friend, you get a D-Swan.
Wow. See why I only did $2. Huh.
All right. Thank you for that. Oh, Larry is right. Oh, okay. So Merry Melodies was Warner. Strange. What was the name of the Disney shorts that were done way back when? I could have sworn they were that. And no, Disney wasn't the only animation. This is true. I just don't remember what it was. Silly Symphonies. That's what it was. Thank you. Thank you, Larry. See? There you go. Silly Symphonies. Yeah. Sorry, just reading through your comments, guys. Yeah, Delu says, I still buy physical media. So do I. So does Tom. A lot of people. The physical media show is great. 4K for you is great. Lots of people in this sphere in our fellowship do that all the time. Puppet's not impressed. Thank you, Griffin. Yeah, Silly Symphonies. Okay. Yep, I stand corrected. It's fine. I don't mind being wrong, guys. Yeah, my allergies are crushing me right now. Sony badged players are not made by Sony nowadays. Wow, that doesn't surprise me. Licensing out your discs players for that. Yeah, if publishers want to go past 4K on 3 hours of content, you have to keep pushing the limits or use an army of discs. Flash drive would ease so much. I think you're right. I think you could use the same encryption. I don't see why not, and tie it directly to a device ID. I'll have to talk to some people, but I don't think that's beyond the scope. I don't think it'd be that hard. Could be wrong. Read by H said, I just listened to 4K for you. Yeah, E-Talk and RMB were great. They really went to town on it. Let me tell you. And let me tell you, if anybody knows anything about how to release a D with special features, it's RMB. Yeah. Amazon's having trouble keeping John Wick 4Ks in stock. Good physical media is still selling. It does. And let me tell you, Lionsgate isn't going to move away from physical media. It's one of the things that are keeping that studio afloat. Griffin's like, you're not wrong. You're learning. Well, maybe that's true. But the chances are I knew that information and now it's falling out of my head. Memory is not what it used to be, but I appreciate the support, Griffin. Hey, Christopher Dominguez is here. What's going on? What's weird is the amount of space that's available on a Blu-ray is substantial. It just is. The storage requirements for 3 hours is hefty, but I just, like I said, I don't need a billion boxes that are the same uniform size that take up, boatloads of space when I could just have like a drawer full of USBs with crap on them. But I could be wrong. Hard drives, this is true. Hard drives are affected by temperature, humidity, electromagnetic fields. That's also true. Hello, computer. Delug sends a $2 super sticker. Thank you for that. Oh, it's my favorite little guy. It's the Shiba Inu Fart and Hearts. I love that one. I know you guys know I love that one because I say I love that one every time I get it. In fact, here it is.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Thank you for that. I love that one. Don't know why. Just think it's super cute. Hey, look, it's low spec Linux laptop. Great to see you, my friend. Okay, to be fair, Elizabeth, I think Blu-ray storage is somewhere around 40. How many layers is it? I know it's a multi-layered medium. I just don't know how many layers it is. One man shows us right now. RRR is the only movie I buy 4K physical media for. I would have to think hard about that. Yeah, it's just a great thing. Yeah, Blu-ray. Yeah, Blu-ray is a multi-layered disc. That's right. Time Prophet. It's very strange. Yeah, don't place magnets near any of your drives. Indeed. YouTube's doing weird stuff. How so? Do they not like me anymore? Do they really want to hurt me? I'm live right now. It's always fun to check in on your live stream while you're live. Yeah, you're right. USB does have a tendency to go bad. Memory chips are easier to affect. That's all. It's true. It's just I like it because of the space. This is also true. I like my media easily presentable, but I understand that, Philly. That's another way they could go about it, Killybyte. If you had an encrypted with a password, I agree with that. Hey, there's 6. Greetings, dear. Good to see you. Usually double layers now, says Elizabeth. Okay. Gunner, making sure everybody stays honest. RRR. Everyone drink. There you go. Oh, wow. Weatherman wants a Sega cinematic universe since Nintendo has a... Yeah, I know. Nintendo's going to kill it. Starman's a great film, isn't it? Or Ram Bam 3000. Yeah. You have a flash drive for when you dual boot into Linux. Yeah. You know, I have that Windows recovery flash drive too. I foresee streaming going to maybe all the way to low def, except for new releases and sound will be only stereo. low ball and low overhead with servers. I think possibly that could happen. You guys are fun. All right. Any last things we can chat about? I don't know. Think the last question I was going to ask anybody today was going to be, do you think Super Mario Brothers is going to sit up near 2 billion? Do you think it'll get to 1.5 billion, or do you think it'll just clear 1 billion? Those are good questions. Little Chad weighs in. As people move more towards viewing on mobile devices, sound and picture quality won't be as important. That may be true. But most phones now have incredibly wide dynamic sound, and the illusion of being able for it to be broader than it actually is with imaging, audio imaging. Picture quality, I think you want as crisp a picture as you can on a little device, because otherwise the experiences very strange. All right, you guys are asking in the chat, or answering in the chat. Olaf thinks that SMB, Super Mario Brothers, will make 1.5 billion plus. Kilobyte agrees it'll make a lot of money. Thunderduck says 1.5 max. Okay, Thunderduck, thank you. Good to see you, my friend. Southern Bell says just clear 1 billion. Six says just clear 1 billion. Elizabeth Yost, I hope it clears 1 billion by the end of the month. Me too. Dave G. Sound says a very wise thing. Stop with the universe. Just make one good, really good movie. You shouldn't need to ride your own coattails forever. Yeah, true. I don't mind sequels. But I do agree. I do want it to go over 1 billion. Big Daddy's still here saying hi to Six. Christopher Dominguez says it'll probably make 1 billion. I think it will do Top Gun numbers minimum. I think I'm with you. I think the only two films now that are going to guaranteed to go for 1 billion are going to be Super Mario Brothers, which is well on its way, probably almost halfway now, to the Mission Impossible film. I think it's going to be the most impressive Mission Impossible film. I think it's going to drive audiences just like Top Gun did. Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know. Maybe. Back to the earlier question. Little Chat says 720 on a small screen looks good to the human eye, though. I believe you. I mean, that's kind of what I rendered everything out digitally back in the old days of the video iPod. Everything got a 720p treatment. So, to be fair. Here's a good question. When will I watch Tetris? When I have 2 minutes to rub together. Right now, I'm super busy. Adam B's like, I'm on the phone and you look good. Okay, well. 240 million low drop for Monday. Yeah, I know. The film keeps rolling, and it's during a holiday week potentially. So, Blackie says 1.5 billion. Weatherman 1.5, easy 2 billion probably. Little Chat says 1 to 1.1, 1.2 billion maybe. Anything new in the Bud Light fight? Well, it's something I'm actually considering, and I think I'm going to be making a video on. Gosh, if you're a big company like Anheuser-Busch, why did you do this to yourself? Why did you do this? Doesn't make sense. It really, really doesn't. And thank you, Adam B, for updating your culture, or upgrading your culture casino membership to gold member. I appreciate that. Gold member. He's the man. Yeah, they've slid another 0.85%. They're down to 58.14 as of this moment. In a pretty severe slide. Wow, that's crazy. Let's take a look. Shadowware. Oh, this is looking really bad. Hang on. I can't have you guys see it this way. There we go. All right. Present screen. This is great YouTube. Me talking out loud about doing dumb things. Yay. I'm not signed in. Good. Okay. All right. Amazon. This is it. Anheuser-Busch is now AB InBev, if you're looking for it on the ticker. And this is where we're at. So if you look at the last 5 days, the trend is not a happy one. Little bounce back, massive sell-off, massive sell-off, massive sell-off. So yeah, we were here at one of the high points on the 5th of April at 60.93. We're down another $3. They're saying it's a neutral pattern right now. That's going to change. I guess it had a small uptick today. It's still below its target. Not doing well. Bud Light backlash could hit beer suppliers. I'd say it already had. Sales of Bud Light are way down after the controversial ad campaign with Dylan. They're boosting their CEI, which is a fancy way of saying ESG. So yeah. We dispense with any discussion of politics or social issues, but note the publication started that some distributors in the Heartland South were increasingly cautious given negative customer reaction. Yeah, no kidding. Wow. So this all started on April 1. They've gone down 4%. They're down again Wednesday. And then they were down again today. This is from yesterday, this article specifically. I think it's a problem. It's dumb business. I mean, and they honestly, I bet you if they thought about it, they knew they were down. It was dumb business. I guess for the day they're up a little. It just seems like just a dumb way to lose money. Seeking Alpha has an interesting story about it. They're still trying to hang on to the fact that this could be a positive for Bud. We'll see. We'll see if the numbers come out. If the numbers come out negative for sales, if sales are truly impacted, and if it lasts for longer than a few months, that would be very bad. There's a lot of people that's already sworn it off. It's a lot. That's a lot. War Monkey says 1.72 billion. Blue Tiger says 199 billion. Yeah, I hope. Robert Kajik says 2.2 billion. These are numbers for SMB for Super Mario Brothers. And Big Daddy MRI says just clear a billion. I'm still thinking somewhere between 1.2 and 1.5, but that's me. Cryam says Mario 1.5 to 2, given the markets are not even open yet. Yeah, I think you're going to see $200 million out of Japan alone, $100 million open weekend. So Buzz Lightyear, yeah. Tender Warriors is 1 to 1.5. There you go. Guardians might make $1 billion. It might honestly. Monkey Jeebus, I think you might be right. We'll see. You think Flash is going to make $1 billion, Monkey Jeebus? Have you seen this yet? Have you seen the most recent screening of it? Thunderduck says Guardians make about 875. I think that's probably the right ballpark. I think that's probably the right ballpark. I see Zax is here. Zax! It's going to depend on word of mouth. How do I think Oppenheimer will do? I have no idea. I really don't. I don't know what to expect. That's one of those wild card films. Hello, computer. That's a wild card film. I don't know. That one will be driven 100% by audience word of mouth. Jason Gray's like, I misspelled bonus time. Been unwell today. Yeah. But I'm glad you're here. Hey, culture and chat. If culture thinks this is 6 minutes, congratulations to the culture boss. I love you, Zax. God bless you, sir. Yeah, they lost a ton of money. $5 billion possibly in market value. It's always a fickle thing. But it's funny when you do your research into Budweiser, they make a lot of things you wouldn't think that they'd make. So I tell you what, I'm not buying another Budweiser product forever. Pretty easy. Just absolutely insulting your primary audience, especially once it was revealed that, and again, set Dylan Mulvaney aside from this whole problem, it's the lady that they hired to do this to their biggest brand. That's their biggest brand. Don't let anybody fool you. And don't let her statements that it's a dying brand fool you. You can't. Yeah, as having $5 billion in market cap, substantial. You know what? It's kind of nice that we've got a few people here that are in the finance side of things. Most everybody will agree. Again, I always like to step back. See, when you get a chance to step back from something and look at it with a broader view, you don't make a mistake of seeing something as larger than it is, because you'll see shifts in market cap throughout a year, especially if something's related to seasonal consumption or whatnot. So, yeah. Yeah, course being involved with politics, even if I agree with the stance, puts me off them. Yeah. Yeah. But again, it's not really Dylan Mulvaney. It's the fact that you have a person linked to your company that spun these wheels in motion. Right? And that person is responsible for this because they dove into this political thing and not into the consumer thing. Market analysis is important. It's important to hire a professional. If you're going to go into an area that you're unfamiliar with, you want somebody that's familiar with it and be able to study who's my customer for this. Well, you already knew. You have 100 years of customers knowledge plus, right? Over at Anheuser-Busch. You already knew this. You already knew who your customer was. Now you're giving them up. That's dumb. I'll have to see. Like I said, the sales numbers, which should be, I don't think maybe they're available today or maybe possibly tomorrow as far as that, or maybe this weekend. I don't know. But those are going to be telling. Those are going to be telling. Bud Lightyear. No, I mean Bud Light. That's right. Dear. I mean, it's just bad all around. I mean, canceling performances for the Budweiser Clydesdales. You have, lots of bars not accepting orders. You have distributors, coming out and saying that they're unable to push stuff forward. It's going to be a problem. Scott, I heard this too, but I haven't been able to confirm it anywhere. I haven't seen stories to that effect. uh, I don't. Uh, I mean, okay, so let's take a look at what's trending. This is from the Post. Well, yeah, this is a fun subject. I may not have to do a video on it now. These are just my thoughts. So, but Bud Light execs were blindsided by Dylan Mulvaney ad campaign, so they didn't know this was coming. Wyoming beer drinkers shun Bud Light. There's a lot of associated stories. Golly gee, this is not going well. Anyway, Bud Light's controversial marketing deal with transgender social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney has ignited speculations that top executives at corporate parent Anheuser-Busch may have been blindsided by the tie-up when it was revealed. No one at a senior level was aware this was happening. Okay, so the executive VP isn't a high level? They didn't... I'm sorry, you're spending that kind of money, you're going to like let people know. Marketing executives at Bud's parent Anheuser-Busch InBev have allegedly paused additional campaigns so they can implement more robust vetting process for future projects. No, they're hiding. They're hiding. The accuracy of the report, which comes despite the fact that Bud Light has publicly stood behind the partnership with Mulvaney, couldn't immediately be confirmed. The Post has saw a comment from Anheuser-Busch. They probably have said nothing. It was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake. So Alyssa Heinerstein, the vice president of marketing, told the Make Yourself at Home podcast last week that she wanted to transform Bud Light's brand. She says, I'm a businesswoman. I had a really clear job to do when I took over Bud Light. And it was a brand in decline. It's the number one selling beer in the United States. She says it's been in decline for a really long time. And if we do not attract young drinkers and to come and drink this brand, there will be no future for Bud Light. This video is still out there. You can still find it. She said, we had this hangover. I mean, Bud Light had been kind of a brand of fratty, kind of out of touch humor, and it was really important that we had another approach. Heinerstein's comments in partnership with Mulvaney have garnered backlash, with the company remaining quiet while many are protesting Anheuser-Busch products. Many is not the right word for it. 70% decrease in sales in the South in some places. We're going to see these sales numbers. They are going to be a bloodbath. Anheuser-Busch works with hundreds of influencers across our brands as one of many ways to authentically connect with audiences across demographics. From time to time, we produce unique commemorative cans for fans, for brand influencers like Dylan Mulvaney. This commemorative can was a gift to celebrate a personal milestone and is not for sale to the general public. This is the lady right here. We'll see. I think it'll come out somewhere, Scott, to answer your question. Our good friend Pinochet's Helicopter Tours, again, sponsoring today's show. Thank you, my friend, says Anheuser-Busch did it because if they weather a storm, BlackRock will make them whole. If you want to punish Anheuser-Busch, use the CIA method for clearing boardrooms on BlackRock. I agree with you. 100%. 100%. And thank you once again, my friend.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thank you very much. And you know what, Ken Jack Ben, to a certain extent, I think you're right. I think that in the chat, I'm not able to highlight for some reason. This is kind of a major shot across the bow in the culture war. So we have to. I know it sounds weird, but we should keep holding companies' feet to the fire when it comes to political issues, especially this one. So I think many people have started to realize that this is the one time, if we can get a major corporation to apologize for pushing this political agenda, propaganda, some people refer to it as, things like that. I think that's a good thing. So there you are. Six says they released a new trailer for The Flash yesterday. I didn't know that. I'll take a look at it. That's like 10 trailers for this film or something. Okay, maybe not that many. That was hyperbolic. This seems like a lot of trailers for The Flash that I haven't really enjoyed anyway. So, but I'll try and find it and check it out later. Six, thanks. Thunderduck. Oppenheimer will bomb. Get it? Gojira, sorry, I hope Oppenheimer is good too. I just don't know what it'll be. I really don't. I think I'm gonna have to fit like 4 movies into that weekend. We'll see how that works out. I just got a super chat or a Rumble rat from over on the Rumble side. Thank you, my friend. Just the tip 59 for $10 says, I need the cheddar spot. Well, just the tip, you get the cheddar spot.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. Just the tip 59. I believe that is also Jim Watari. Thank you, my friend. Forever is a long time. It is. Forever 21 is a long time too. Make sure to boycott every Budweiser product. Easily done. My preferred beverage right now is a microbrew that is not affiliated with any large company. So there you go. Support your local Stardew Valley kind of producer. Indeed, Albert Zlooky. Indeed. Yeah, you can find this really easily right now, Zabin. Indeed. Yeah, it's easy when you can't drink anymore. Yeah, true. Samuel Smith makes great beers, but Smith is not Adams. That's right. The problem is Corona, I think, is a Bud product. You can find lots of German beers that are not. So there you are. Dude looks like a lady. You guys are great. Yeah, Kid Rock had something to say. It was an interesting clip. Oh, thank you. The Union of Amateur Strategists reposted a member chat for me. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Union of Amateur Strategists reposted Gojira Star's member track. Koenig Ludwig is good, and Franks Scanner Spaten Optimator is good too. What do you like? Koenig, I like I said, there's a microbrew I'm partial to. It's 805. It's in a squat bottle. It's not very tall. It's good. It finishes well. Decent alcohol by volume. I really like a good glass of wine though, and if I'm leaning into hard alcohol, it would be Johnny Walker Blue, which I don't really drink that much anymore. Hibeki's really good. I got into that because of Brahmable and Toxic Man Flu. So there you go. And thank you, Six, for catching that because I didn't catch it. This is Color Scener, you're wrong. It's not even about the advertising lady. Doesn't matter who's in the position. They're following orders. If Anheuser-Busch made you VP of advertising, you would be forced to do the same. I wouldn't be headed that direction. I'd be like, that's antithetical to profitability. But I mean, force me. I guess I wouldn't have the job very long. But I see your point. We'll see. Again, this is a substantial hammer to this company. So if it's maintained for several months and people really do stop buying any of their products ever again, or for a long time, again, 3 months is, if people can sustain 3 months, it completely changes their habits too. So I always say, you know what, hold out for at least 3 months. You can do it. 90 days. Sure. Once you get past 90 days, your habits are changed. So I think if people sustain their frustration with this particular type of advertising and they refuse to purchase the product for 90 days, I think they suffer immensely. Just a thought. This is a good statement, Weatherman. Actors should entertain. Breweries should only make brews. I agree with that. Senator Hammerschlag says, "What a Steiner." Okay. Somebody said something in the chat. Cynthia Carter. Someone noted, forget who, that normally you'd try to bring in a subculture by appealing to them directly. For example, Mulvaney doing something at a Pride event, not make the subculture your new face to all. This is the problem with somebody who is an influencer and has the ability to do something that's viral. And again, the Dylan Mulvaney stuff is, I think the guy's a living stunt, but that's just my opinion. But regardless, Dylan Mulvaney, in his 365 days of girlhood, should not have been held up by this company. I think that's the broader conversation. As the face, I think you're right there. But you never know what you're going to get from that kind of an influencer, whether it's good or bad. A lot of brands get eaten up by the influencers. This is just a major brand we're seeing for the first time. So we'll see. Again, I don't. If what Pinochet asserts is true, which is possible, it wouldn't surprise me. It's going to take a sustained loss, and that has to be a loss of sales. It has to actually do brand damage. And think about it. If it extends beyond Bud Light, if people do become educated on all the different Anheuser-Busch products, be a real problem. Yeah, I think in the article we read from the New York Post was spin to protect the board. Yeah, and this is bad language to me too, or a bad way to say something. Blue Tiger, young drinkers. Yeah, I think that's not the right verbiage to go for. Tender Warrior 68 says the thing that I think we could all agree with. She certainly transformed the brand, all right. Mocking video memes are hilarious. I know the memes have been fire for this controversy. And Blackstone's another one. I mean, Blackstone, BlackRock, they're, Vanguard ran away from ESG to a certain extent. They're not completely out, even though they've said that. They needed to say that because they were vulnerable in a lot of ways. We'll see what happens. But Blackstone controls much of the company, and they want everyone to be feminine to promote their global agenda. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man, you are correct. Transylvania was a bad choice. Rabnad Skubla. Can't say much about that. Yeah, she graduated with Ivanka at Wharton. Wharton really earned a negative reputation this way. Oh, and did you notice that her pronouns immediately disappeared from her profile? Because pronouns do indicate a certain, a certain agenda. They do. You are in line with Globo's thing. Cavatinho Cavalryman Chae. Funny, I've not seen any blowback from Captain Morgan's Cherry Vanilla Spiced Rum campaign. I don't know anything about it, so I feel you. Red Terror sends a member chat. It says, culture with a perm. Guaranteed your own beer can. No, thank you. I will not perm this hair. I don't like to put chemicals in my hair. I think I've said this before, because I donate my hair when I get it cut. I try to keep it as natural as possible. So. Dave G Sound, you pointed out something that is really happening. You are seeing a beer brand come out as, conservative. Why would you do this? This only serves to divide. It's like this really strange mechanism, right? Yeah, the boycott of Hogwarts failed epically, but the Bud boycott is decimating sales, says Scott Cook. I think, yeah, to a certain extent. Labatt's is good, says Dalu. So there's a beer brand for you, folks. I don't trust Ivy League schools anymore, which is a bad thing to say. You're paying a lot of money, $300,000 or $400,000, to give your kid an education where they get indoctrinated in neo Marxist ideologies. It's bad. Yeah, microbrews, meads, etc., are the future of a lot of people. If Bud is dying, it's the product, not the market. There you go, Cram. There you go. Oh no, Yingling partnered with Hershey's for some chocolate beer. Oh no, I like Yingling. The Time Prophet. I heard Oppenheimer would be a blast. Oh, thank you. It's in my DMs on Twitter. I've got another one. Thank you, Six. You're awesome. Six is great. I will definitely watch this. I will definitely watch The Flash. Thank you. Thank you, Six. I appreciate it. You're amazing. Ratatouille. Yeah. All right. We're winding down, folks. I'm going through the chat very quickly. I'm way behind. You guys are fast. Where are you guys? Where are you guys? Let's see. You guys don't like. Yeah. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? A lot of people are having to step out, including me. We're going for over 2 hours, so this is an increasingly misnamed 6 minutes daily. Lots of you guys are suggesting beers. Yeah, stay on target. There you go. Landis Mahaffey says they should make better beer. Maybe, don't know. That would be good. That would be good. This is true, Larry. Anybody can Google what they should be looking for. Scrolling. Hey, Hillis Mallory's here. Hillis Mallory for $2 says, good show. Have a good one. Peace. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And you get the Dutch one.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Thank you very much, Hillis Mallory. You're amazing. There was a member chat I missed. I feel bad. I really try not to miss anything, guys. I got nothing in here that I can get back to that's anything but Hillis Mallory. So. Six is a wrench here, isn't she? I think she's a wrench. Pretty sure 6 is a wrench. Yeah, 6 is a wrench. It was a specific format. You guys, if I missed something, I'm sorry. All right, I really have to run. If somebody can find that, I will read it tomorrow and add relevance to see during the intro for the 6 Minute Daily. Find me tonight over on Comics Division's channel, doing the Thursday Throwdown. Maybe over at WDW Pros, the Pro Show. Probably get a chance if time permits to hang out with Tom for a little bit on Mead if he does it. And yeah, other than that, thank you all so very much. You are incredible. We're going to run the credits one more time and then step out with a see ya. And I screwed up already. There we go. Oh, no. Lord Shax asked if I had a chance to talk about the Target employee that punched out an angry lady. No, I didn't get to that one, but that's fun. There's a lot of fun things out there. Crazy stories in the world. There you go. And once again, all these amazing human beings make it possible. My wonderful wrenches like Six, Narrett K, and Captain Phantom Nerd, and Canadian Spider-Man, and just everybody. Oh, you guys are amazing. Darren Hughes, of course, who's here every day, and thick and thin, and these high roller people. Have a great day, everybody. See ya.